Welcome back to another wonderful episode of Stable Enough. I'm your host, Riv. Joining us today is Nietzsche.
Hi.
Toxic.
Aloha.
And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
It's the mystical, the magical, the fucking Mikey. That's who it is, baby doll. And I'm here, and I ain't gonna disappear.
Yes, my eldest is backed by some demand. So anyway, I'm not gonna say popular demand, but I think it was actually his demand to be back on again this week. If we're being real truthful about the whole damn thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed that song. That was a little bit of a throwback tune. I used to open up my morning streams with that back 100 years ago when I was doing daily morning streams. Hopefully you guys, some of you old timers, kind of enjoyed that. We do kind of have to, unfortunately, start tonight's stream off on kind of a somber note. Words coming out that the singer YouTuber Oliver Tree has passed away. He and 6 other people died because they were down in Rio de Janeiro, and the helicopters, they were in 2 separate helicopters. Don't know exactly what happened, but the helicopters collided. They crashed to the ground, and anyway, the singer Oliver Tree, which I know a lot of you younger folks kind of like. I don't really know a whole lot about Oliver Tree, so I'm not going to comment really one way or the other than he was 32 years of age, which is way, way, way too young to be lit, you know.
Hey, Lamar.
He's dead.
Yeah, dude, he died, man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know.
So
He was just at EDC.
Toxic told us earlier today in the VC, and I straight up said no, he didn't for like I think like a minute straight because I just didn't believe it.
I'm gonna be so upset if he actually is dead, which he is, but
Lamar.
you know, I really hope that this is just like I was telling my manager, I was like, I hope this is just some like big stunt and then he's gonna come back. It's just like, you know, not Oliver Tree, but as like a regular dude.
That would be an insane way to fake your own death. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he died, bro.
yeah, I think sadly he's no longer with us. So
Fuck.
I know, dude. It's insane.
What's that?
Yeah. I know,
Rest in
I know
peace.
he had a huge following, just a real huge following. I know he was kind of known to be kind of a comedian, you know, kind of whimsical, doing things.
I've been there
I
since
think
day one.
I think he's friends with Ethan Klein as well. If I remember correctly. I think
Yeah,
he's friends with
yeah. I
Ethan.
think he did an episode or two, maybe, of his podcast with him, and I know Ethan attempted to dress up kind of like him. So yeah, I think there's
I've been there since day one, dog.
day one. He started off as like a YouTuber, right, and really gained his notoriety, correct? And and then
I don't
it
know.
built his
I know that he was doing like scooter stuff at first, and then like
yeah,
you know they really big in, like the skater community.
yeah,
Not like very big, but like kind of big. And then he
sure,
got into music.
yeah,
Lamar, it says 6 people total died, so it wasn't just him. There's no way.
yeah,
It's just yeah.
Yeah, but who were the other people? Who were the other people?
I saw another one, and I don't have the link, but I did see another one where there's another YouTuber that was listed that was in there with him, but I didn't know who that YouTuber was. So
Shit.
yeah.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, I just wanted to come in, and be upset, and cry.
Yeah.
It was real sad, bro.
It's sad.
Yeah.
I you know, he was you know, from everything that I've read stuff today, he seems like he was very impactful to a lot of people, and that's sad. So
I think too, like the type of like like energy he brought, I think is a lot like what the world needs right now too. Like a lot of like being a little sillier, a little funnier, a little more comedic, like all that kind of stuff I think is so precious right now. So
1,000%. The world's kind of like really, you know, kind of sucky, you know, but anyway, rest in peace. Yeah, Mr. Tree, rest in peace, and many, you know, peace and love to your family and friends and fans around the world that really liked you. So but it's not all bad, it's not all sad. I got some good stuff tonight too.
Let's go.
So let's watch later.
Bye, Lamar.
All right, what would you do if you found a lost credit card? The right thing, of course, is to find the owner. But what if the owner of that credit card is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah, something just like that happened to a Valley man who was.
Yeah, this was so freaking cool. This story. This is just. That's cool to me. It may not be to you guys, but it was anyway. To me, it was.
It's very cool,
in Payson, and able to get in touch with rock star Alice Cooper.
Jeff Guy got to return Alice Cooper's credit card to the legend himself. He was camping in Payson with his family and had stopped to get some gas and found Cooper's credit card still in the gas pump. Alice had been golfing up in Payson. You know, he's an absolute golf maniac. Jeff called Alice Cooper's teen center in Phoenix and offered to return it.
It's one of those things, if I found the card, you know, I would say, I don't know how to get this to the right person. Luckily, they live right here, and this is synonymous with me, you know. So it was a good call.
That was a good call. You know, the guy's a legend for people of my generation, that's for sure.
Yeah. And of course, it's just kind of cool, you know. Alice Cooper brought the Good Samaritan, a signed autograph, one of his albums, some good vinyl there, and
let's go.
You know, I just thought that was kind of cool. Just a good story, you know.
Yeah, Peepaw, let's go.
Glad your algorithm's getting better, Peepaw.
Let's get some good crap going here, for crying out loud. So anyway, so I guess who wants to go next?
Me.
Oh, well, you wanted to go first today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
take the spotlight, dickhead.
Well, those were just two little quickie things. That wasn't really.
Yeah, that was fine. It wasn't like a fucking half an hour.
Get off my dick, toxic! Damn.
Did you drink some of Mikey's coffee, bro?
No, I ain't had nothing but water. Nothing but water for me today.
All right, so I'll introduce this. So back in the day, Keemstar used to do these streams called Operation False Hope, and what he would do is he would go find YouTube videos with no views that were uploaded recently and take his, like, 2,000, 3,000 viewers at the
Yeah.
time, have them all go to the video and write positive comments, like the video, and subscribe. So
Yeah.
it was kind of like having a prank, but it was a pretty innocent prank. Okay, Huck says she came in.
To me yelling at Toxic.
Yeah.
Well, he deserved it, okay? So.
Cora says his daughter's coming home.
Oh man, that's awesome, Cora. I know you've really been working to get to that point, man. That's great, man. I'm so happy for you. That is so awesome, dude.
I have no idea the context, but I'm happy for you anyway. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So this was back when Keem was trying to. This was back when Keem was trying to recoup his.
He used to do them before that, to his credit. This was like always something he did, and he brought it back.
Yeah.
Like around the time that, this is like, because this is around 2015, 2016. So this is at the height of his cancellation, for sure. But yeah, the whole point was that it was a prank. That's why it's called False Hope. But it didn't leave a bad, it wasn't anything bad that he was doing. So me and Todd, I used to watch them all the time back when they were like happening, and I watched them sometimes again for like jollies. And Toxic and I were watching this morning, this stream. They're uploaded on YouTube. You can find them. This segment was particularly funny, and Toxic wanted Peepaw to see it, so we're gonna play it.
All right, so here we go. Let's watch this. Here we go. All right, Keemy Star. Let's make us laugh here, buddy.
In Texas. I just spent 10 days up in Tacoma because I have this thing, a husband there. And
I have this thing, a husband. That's kind of a weird thing, don't you think? The way to introduce your husband, a thing. I have this thing called a husband.
Yeah, a wild thing.
You learn a lot about this woman.
All right, here we go.
And I don't see him very often because he is.
Love her sunglasses.
He's in the army.
Oh, I was gonna say prison.
He's stationed up there. I live here, and it is not cool. Oh, I'm gonna go. Ooh, girl. I honestly am really bad at being alone, actually. So.
K-Hawk says she calls her husband a thing too. Apparently.
Wow.
Well, I understand that with him.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro.
Poor guy.
She probably, you know what it is? I bet you she calls him. Hang on, let me get the cameras up here. I bet you she gets up in there real close to him, and she goes, "You my boo thing, baby. Come here. Let me see that do thing you do." That's probably what she probably does.
You think so?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt that K Huck and Mr. Huck, they probably still acting like they're newlyweds. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen him act like newlywed. I've seen him come in there. Well, I say it like I've been there, present, like fucking in the room. It's not in the room, but I've been in calls where he's come in there and bothered her like they're newlyweds.
I have no doubt in my mind. It's like they chase each other around the bedroom at night. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee cheeks
around the couch.
Oh, cheeks are clapping. You know, it's just I have no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind. That's
Save a horse for a cowboy.
What do you mean?
Save a horse for a cowboy.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with getting a little freaky. As long as you still got a little blood pump. Hell yeah. It's one of the greatest stress relievers in the world. That
keeps the marriage alive.
That's right, baby.
What are you talking about? You're not married.
Yeah.
Quasi. Yeah.
Quasi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go back to the video here. We're getting derailed here.
Girl's like, yeah, I'm married, but I never see my husband. I'm telling you, she is prime and ready. Going for the kill. going for the kill.
What the hell,
She's
Keem?
being neglected.
She's being neglected.
And where the fuck's her seatbelt at? Where the fuck's her seatbelt at?
He says, by the way,
This
as he
bitch
drives drunk.
Yeah.
Is not just prime and ready and looking for some stranger danger, but she's dangerous.
He got our apartment up there.
What the fuck?
And
I'm thinking Keem may have been a little bit intoxicated.
Yeah, there's vodka in the water bottle.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's probably been out boozing all day and he's just trying to rehydrate a little bit.
That ain't Aquafina.
Exactly.
Hold up. Let me find out if she had a seatbelt earlier. Oh, no, she didn't wear a seatbelt during the whole thing. She's driving around seatbeltless.
because I have this got our apartment up there, and I got to see it for the first time, and we got to decorate and add stuff to it, and yeah, so got our apartment all put together basically, and then I had to leave. Life just keeps.
I got a question. Maybe this is just old man me, okay? And it could very well be. And if it is, you just guys just tell me you're just being old, Riff. Now, so she's not like holding it, whatever she's got. I don't know if she's like a phone or a GoPro or whatever it is she's got, camera, whatever. She's got it up like on her dash or whatever, right? So I mean, she's not like. But wouldn't you still like consider this like distracted driving? Because you're kind of like focusing on like you're telling your story or whatever, and you're not really focusing on the. Yeah, see, I think
she's
that's
looking at the camera too. She's not really watching the road. If she had her eyes on the road the whole time, right? Like I would be like, okay, maybe she's doing this. Like you would be on a call, right? Maybe you have someone on a call and you're driving.
Sure.
I wouldn't call that necessarily distracted driving if you're on a call.
As long as you're using, as long as you're hands free, like if you're doing the hands free thing, yes.
Someone, I don't know who, but someone needs to call Jake from State Farm because this chick is illegal as hell.
Thanks, Mackie.
I don't know what the hell you think Jake from State Farm is going to do about this.
He's going to raise her rates.
You need to
Flo
call.
ain't going to be giving her no discount. Flo ain't giving no discount.
Yeah, whatever. God.
Yes, people, I would call it distract because she's looking at the camera. If she was treating it as if she were on a phone call and just talking as she's driving, then okay, fine. But no, she's talking to the camera.
And to address the whole thing that Keem said, why is he trying to pimp her out?
Yeah, that's creepy.
Seriously.
That's creepy.
She's married, dude. Her husband is in the military and the armed services, and you're sitting there trying to pimp her out. That's just fucking scuzzy. But it's Keemstar, so what do you expect? It's fucking Keemstar.
He's being a total, he's being Stephen Hawking right now. He's in his damn little rolly chair. He's creeping on people. It's just uncomfortable.
Anyway.
She is so fucking angry. Okay, listen how she says the word leave.
Other basically, and then I had to leave.
Like, calm the fuck down. I don't even know you yet. I'm just fucking getting to know you, alright? You put this video up on the internet. I have stumbled across it, right? This is the first impression here. And you're fucking leave? Leave? Like, why are you fucking leaving me?
He's not even listening to the fucking story, is he?
No. He's just being a little whiny biatch.
I imagine she's probably upset because she had to leave her husband. I don't know. So. Keemstar being stupid as hell.
Sorry, it's stuck in my head
Our
now.
apartment all put together basically, and then I had to leave. Life just keeps trying me, and I'm not about it, so that's great. I go to school in College Station, which everyone is like, oh yeah, gig 'em. But I hate.
Yo, this girl, and I'm sorry to say this, but this woman right here is a bitch. All right.
What the? How do you come to that fucking conclusion?
He's gonna tell you. Unless you went on this little
Sorry, y'all. I'm smoking.
God.
She has given me
Weed, by the way, not cigarettes.
1,000 different fucking like hints and communications that she is a fucking straight up bitch. Like fucking bitch. Like this girl is about to fucking unload some goddamn bitching on us. Are you ready?
But okay, he don't want to sit here and talk all that shit. But you know what he ain't gonna do? He ain't gonna point out the fact that guess what? Her seatbelt's on. We ain't gonna raise her up about that. No, we just gonna get mad about her enunciation
her seatbelt
on fucking leave.
Or not again, but on now. I didn't notice that.
Dude.
He starts off with my fucking husband ain't around, and that's not fucking cool. And people in my school are like fucking hippies or some shit. Like, get ready, dude. Get ready. Because your ear is about to get fucking bitched on. Everybody, please take your earlobe right now and strap in that seatbelt. Because this bitch about to crash the car with some bitching.
Here, and I am miserable here, and I.
This fucking comedy. This fucking comedy. This fucking comedy. This is fucking comedy. This is
guys, it's comedy. Guys, it's comedy.
It's comedy. If you didn't get it, it's comedy.
Hey, Peepaw.
Yeah.
What is this?
Evidently, it's goddamn comedy.
It's fucking comedy, man.
Fucking King Star, Jesus Christ! I forgot how.
Say hi to
annoying
Alpha Russ.
Hey, Alpha Russ, how you doing, bud?
Thank you.
I just forgot how fucking annoying he can be. God damn,
bro. I
don't feel bad for him no more. I don't feel sorry for him no more. Nope.
No, dude. If he was a McDonald's menu item, he would be the McBitch.
McBitch. Yeah.
Here, and I am miserable here, and I just want to leave. And I love Texas. I've always loved Texas, but honestly, I cannot wait.
She's got like the happy music in the background where she's like, fuck Texas, fuck this, fuck everybody, I just want to leave.
Wait to get the hell out of here. Trying to get a degree, but what's a girl gonna do? Miserable in Texas. I never thought that I would put those two words in a sentence together. I am a very gung-ho Texas, let me tell you. I'm born and raised here, and now it's not home anymore. So if you can't drive, stay off the road.
I love her. I fucking love her. She's a straight up.
He loves her. See? He loves her.
He's a fan, yeah.
What, Peepaw? What?
I'll say it.
I
Go off. Go off, sis.
Slay Queen.
We went from I think he maybe it's because he's intoxicated, whatever. Hell, I don't know, right? But I'm sure she's not real happy because she's having to live away from her husband, which is what she said. She went up there, but then she had to leave so she could come back to where she's going to school. I can see why she would be miserable. I don't know if that necessarily makes her a bitch, you know.
Okay. Okay, but at the same time, people, what was it that you used to tell me when I was growing up? Absence makes what?
The heart grow fonder, yeah.
There we go. All right.
Okay, sure. Okay, fair enough. But what we don't know is how long have they been having to be separated too, right?
No, it don't matter.
That don't matter. That doesn't come into equation.
Nah.
I appreciate you sticking up for me, Peepaw. I appreciate you sticking up for the bitches like me that just miss their mans.
Yeah, I understand that. You know,
yeah.
I understand. I mean, when we were in the process of selling our home when we was in Louisiana, we live in Louisiana. I got a job back up in Arkansas, and me and the wife were separated for like, I'm going to say probably like I came up in like March started working, and I don't think she was actually able to come up until like close to like August or September when we finally was able to close. Yeah, it was right before the school year. So we were separated for several months, right? And we had never, other than like if I had to go out of town for like a night or two for like a business trip or something, we had never really been separated, right? So I understand that whole, be separated, and and it could very well be that they're having to be separated for several months. I don't know what the distance is between, and if he's on, he's on duty in the military. I mean,
he can't leave. She's got to go to him.
Yeah. Hold on. Can I say something?
No.
Okay. Well, tough shit. He can leave though, because here's the thing. When my Papa Wayne, he was in the army, right? So he, similar situation. My grandmother was away from him, and he was, I think, at basic training, or he was wherever he was at, right? This joker went AWOL, drove all night to cross Texas to get my grandmother from Arkansas, and then brought her back on base. Don't tell me he can't leave and come get her.
The problem, though, is, again, evidently you're not listening either. She's in school getting a degree.
You can't do it online? Distance learning? This is back from, what, 2016? They had distance learning.
What? She's enrolled already in classes, Mikey.
Figure it out.
Do you guys see what I have to deal with and put up with? This goober thinks that everything is exactly like it is today. And let me tell you something.
This was back in 2016.
That's 10 years ago. 10 years ago, no, online was not like it is today. You monkey butt.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, if I could complete a semester of college before I graduated high school, there ain't no daggum reason why she can't do the daggum same. That's all I got.
They didn't have it back. Oh my God, you moron.
Yes, they did. This was in 2016. When did I graduate high school, dude? I graduated in, guess what? 2016. They had distance learning in 2015 because that's when I was finishing up my high school career for graduation in 2016.
How do you know that her program has distance learning?
Because she's at CSTAT. She's in College Station. That's a hop and a skip down the road from me. I have buddies that go to CSTAT. I know. Distance learning is not.
She could be doing nursing. Hey, monkey nuts. She could be doing nursing, and there is no distance learning on damn nursing, dude. Come on.
Yes, there is. Yes,
There's practical stuff.
Yes, but they have options. But I understand that there's practical like labs or whatever where you have to actually do in person. But they have like institutions or whatever you want to call it, because my fiance, her sister was looking at getting into nursing, and the school that she was looking at doing the nursing program through has multiple little, if you want to call them stations or whatever, scattered throughout the daggum state of Texas, that yes, you have to do it in person, but I'm saying that there are options available, because she ain't got to just go to one spot. There's multiple stations that are affiliated with that school.
I'm asking you a question. Why is it every time you go on one of your tangents, you always wind up proving exactly what my point was? Every time.
I proved my point. You're welcome.
Shit. Let's get back to this. Why Keemstar loves her, because she's a bitch.
Losing his mind over here. So funny.
Maybe he smoked a little weed too.
He is known for like
I hate this place.
Woman over here. What'd she say?
She said I hate this place. Okay, and here's the thing too, though, right? All right, maybe she's like towards the end of her degree too, right? And so maybe she's kind of. Yeah, but you know how it is too. When you get towards you kind of get burned out a little bit, right? You kind of get crispy.
Oh yeah.
And maybe that's it too. We don't know. We just don't know. Yeah, like how some people spends like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 days, diving into Linux a little bit and goes all like crybaby bullshit about it. I don't know. It's a thing. It happens evidently. So
That'd be wild.
It would be. That's so damn wild, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it ain't that fucking funny.
Music in the background.
It ain't that fucking funny. It just really isn't.
Bruh. I can't with this motherfucker.
I hate this place. Fuck Texas. This is not my home. My fucking husband's gone. That's cool.
This motherfucker is actually brain damaged.
It's so weird that it's, spring and we set our clocks forward and now I'm out of class and instead of it being just pitch ass black, it is nice.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. 2 minutes into a 3-minute video, the bitch said something positive.
This 40-year-old lady,
wild.
I'm guessing.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said the music is very like light and airy.
Sure.
It's got a vibe, bro. I'd dance to it.
All right, you can press play. Sorry.
Is sitting in the car next to me just vaping, and she's also
me.
in a convertible Bug. Why is that a thing for any age, but just
She's a little picky, dude.
Yeah, she's kind of being a bitch.
Dude, okay, that's kind of rude.
Really?
Like, who are you? Who are you to judge what a motherfucker does in their own car? That ain't impacting you.
Exactly.
Okay,
Fucking-
so all right, I'll give you guys that one. She is being a little bit bitchy on that one. So
Thank you, Peepaw.
The point for Keemstar.
yeah, but about -10, he's got to go up against. It's still like -9.
baloney. Keemstar's on the ride on this.
I didn't say he wasn't. I just said he's still got about a -9 for all the other shit he got wrong.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fucking gold. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. She's so fucking angry.
She does kind of
You
have
know-
RBF, doesn't she?
Bro, no, I was going to say she reminds me of like them grumpy cat memes, bro. She's got that grumpy cat face right now.
You think it's the grumpy cat thing?
That's
The cat
such an
memes.
ancient fucking meme, Mikey.
Hey,
That is
I respect my
ancient.
elders. I respect my roots and where I came from.
Anyway.
She's literally in the middle of her.
How long did that go on for?
Wait, what the fuck happened?
She was having a damn. I think she's having a stroke. Damn, she is driving hella fast.
There she is.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Every white girl's favorite place.
I kind of like these.
Okay, I have a bitch. I have a rant. For
Okay.
this. I have a bitch.
All
I
right.
have bitches just cause my fucking I can't. I'm dying. Ah! It's late in the day. My meds are wearing off. These fucking they're $20 a piece. Did you
Yeah.
see? Did you see what it was? Because now the
It-
pause is like.
Hang on here. I'll step it back a little bit. Yeah, it's
You see?
coffee.
Why? Why would? But she said she wants 3 of them. $60 for
Why would you-
that?
Yeah, but okay, what is it like art or something like you hang on the wall or what the
Yes,
fuck?
it's
Is,
aesthetic. It serves no purpose. It's aesthetic.
well, it's coffee, so I kind of got to rep it a little bit because that is kind of my thing. But
No,
Yeah,
you
would you-
got it. Sorry,
But I don't know
Mr.
if I'd paid $20 fucking for one, hell alone 3 to hang up in a damn
That's
place.
my point. Like, would you really pay $60 for some wall art,
Okay.
bro? Like,
if you had a coffee shop, right, or something, I could see that, right?
Yes.
Because
yes.
okay. In your house, if you want to put one maybe by where your coffee pot was or whatever, or your espresso machine or whatever the hell it is you got, your Keurig or whatever. Okay, I can see even that maybe a little bit, right?
Sure.
Kinda go a little, but not 3 of the damn things. They look like they're kind of big, you know?
Takes up too much real estate for the price that you're paying, bro.
Do they light up or something? I mean, is there like a neon
No.
thing going?
No.
No,
they're
look at
just
that. That's
metal.
hammered. That's fucking hammered copper there, Peepaw. It looks like maybe like stainless steel or aluminum webbing to make the shape of the fucking coffee pot itself and the steam coming off. It ain't nothing fucking expensive, bro.
Okay.
We've also got
like-
Zero in the chat going off about Linux now.
Well, just let Zero go off about, you know, I tell you who Zero needs to talk about with. He needs to get with Toxic. Toxic is the Linux guru.
Do not come to me with that bullshit. I think anyone who uses Linux is fucking way in over their head and they should just give up. Turn around, come back to the light. It's okay.
It ain't that bad. Hell, it ain't all that.
3 of them? I don't know. They did not have anything worth buying. Actually, I did kind of see something I liked, but I was in there for probably 10 seconds because their home decor section was tiny. Never.
It's Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah. You should probably went to someplace like, what's a good place to go? Like,
HomeSense here in Canada.
No, Hobby Lobby, motherfuckers. Hobby fucking Lobby.
I go to Amazon, guys. I'm really not that crazy with my decorations. I'm pretty simple. I'm very minimalist.
Yeah.
I like art, like actual art made by people that
Yeah.
That's about it. Anyway.
I don't know. Keem's
She
trying
had
to
to
compose this shit.
come out of the fucking store and bitch about something. You just fucking knew it.
We're gonna get out of here. Gonna start vlogging my beautifully wonderful life. So
that's it, Peepaw.
Here's
Okay. So
what a bitch, right?
Who? The girl or Keemstar?
Sure.
Well,
exactly.
Oh, the girl. Not
she was okay. Yeah, she was a little bit bitchy. Sure, she's a little bit. You know, she's a little bit bitchy. I was trying to give her a little bit of a pass because she's, you know, separated from her husband and shit. So I could understand why that would make you a little bit, you know, ornery. But anyway, so all right. Moving along. So I guess we'll do my thing, and so the wife and I are celebrating 30 years of marriage this weekend. 30 years of marriage. What does 30 years of marriage mean? Well, considering that, I would say, looking at the back end analytics and stuff, the majority of the people that watch my streams and shit are in their mid-20s to early 30s. That means I've been married for more than probably most of you guys have been alive.
Barely.
Marriage, you know, when I was a kid growing up, you know, people stayed together, period. And some people stayed together that probably should not have stayed together. You know, because they made each other miserable and shit, right? Um, but you know, um, marriage is not easy. In a lot of ways, you have to treat marriage kind of like a job. You have to show up for the marriage. You have to put time into the marriage. You have to put time into your spouse, right? You have to invest that time in your spouse, which is in turn investing in back in yourself. When kids come along, here's a real sad statistic. Um, when people start having, when a couple get married and stuff and they start having children, they, as children do, they demand a lot of your time and focus and energies, right? Especially when they're little, because you have to raise them. You have to try to start teaching them right from wrong, what you can, how to treat other people, how to interact, how to just be a decent human being for the most part, right? And then as they get older and stuff, the but during all that time and while you're doing all that, way too many couples neglect each other, right? And so then what happens is 17, 18 years or so down the line, the kids go off, they go to college, they go into the workforce, or they go into the military, or whatever it is that they do. They're adults, and so they go off and they start spreading their wings so they can start becoming adults and doing the whole adult thing. And you come in one morning for breakfast and you're sitting there, and and you're eating your bowl of Cheerios or whatever it is that you do for your breakfast meal, and you look across the table and there's this old person that's staring back across from you, and you're like, who is this? Because they didn't maintain that relationship. They didn't talk. They didn't engage. They didn't still go out and maybe go through the drive-through and get you an ice cream cone, and then go sit in the park and listen to some of your favorite music while you eat your ice cream cone and hold hands and maybe take a walk. Things like that, right? Just because you've had children doesn't mean that you then have to, that you neglect, because again, it's like a job, right? The great thing about it is that it is actually something that will actually pay back to you in a bountiful harvest that no job will ever give you, right? Um, you know, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your guys' tails. There were times, there was times when we hit our rough spots. All couples do, right? Um, and sure, it would have been easy to just walk away, right? To say, hey, I'm done. But that's the easy way, right? Um, but yeah, 30 years. I love my wife more today than I did 30 years ago when I stood before God and friends and family and, promised to stay with her till death do us part. Um, it has been a love that has been refined through the fires of life. That's the only thing I can tell you. I mean, you want to talk about, oh, I love you. I'm going to just tell you, young people, when you're starting to fall in love with somebody and you're starting out, maybe you're newly married or whatever it is, you're starting off, you don't know what love is. Okay. You care deeply for this person. Sure. You have, you have the beginnings of what love is, right? But love really truly only can come to full blossom and really become what it really is after it's just been refined through some fires, um, the fires that only life can throw at you through, that just occur, right? And you stick there and you stay in it, And the only thing I ever really tell young people is that one of the things that I learned was, when you inevitably hit those rough patches, and that your partner has done something or has said something or whatever it is that's really upset you, do not, under no circumstances, ever go running to your friends or your family and bitch about them. Don't do it. You go to your partner and you sit down with them and you say, listen, in love, you're doing this and it's pissing me off. And give your partner the opportunity and the chance to rectify it and maybe adjust. And sometimes maybe they can't. Maybe that's just something that's just too ingrained in them. And so then you've got to sit there and say, okay, I have to, right? Maybe they can pull back a little bit on it. And then you've got to kind of meet them halfway and say, okay, this is just who they intrinsically are. And you just kind of have to get where it's okay. I'm not going to allow this to ruin all that we have. And you just kind of come to terms with it and you learn to deal with it, right? And you say, okay, I love this person. My love for this person is more important and is stronger than this little annoyance, right? That's what I would, that's my only advice. Just don't go running to your friends or your family about it. And I know it seems logical, run to your friends and family, right? But no, and I'm going to tell you why. Because then what happens is your friends and your family are automatically going to take your side because they're your friends and they're your family, right? And so then what happens is they'll start really like zeroing in on little things, and they'll actually become like little mosquitoes in your ear, buzzing about and stuff, telling you how your partner is no longer good for you and how they're not doing things and they're not treating you the way and you deserve better and this, that, and whatever else, right? And so they become a negative impact on your marriage, right? Don't do that. Just don't. Now, if you need to vocalize it and you need to get it out of your system, then fine. I understand that. Sometimes you got to do that. You go out in the middle of the woods somewhere and find a tree and yell at the son of a bitch. But don't, put your frustrations into that, right? Or whatever, right? But don't.
I'm gonna interject quickly to say something that's super obvious, and then I'm gonna let you keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Peepaw's talking about your day-to-day grievances, things that your partner and you can work on, things that at the end of the day, you either can get over or find a way through. He's not talking about if your partner is abusive in any way.
Oh, no,
if they're yelling, screaming at you, or like be like manipulating you, spending like all that kind of shit. God, I know that's super fucking obvious.
Sure,
I'm just gonna to most people. But yes,
to that point, right? Like if they're being physically abusive to you, if they're being
even verbally abusive, like bad, verbally,
verbal, physical, psychological, or if they're cheating on you, even, right? Now, it's not to say that you can't get past infidelities, right? But that's not something I ever had to deal with, or anything like that. But there are couples who, through going to professional therapy, they're able to work past that, and that's what I would encourage you to do. But no.
I didn't mean to.
No. Thank you for that clarification. Yeah, I'm just talking about like you sit down and the person slurps the fucking coffee or something, right?
They won't do the laundry. They
won't. They won't help with the laundry, or they won't help you clean and do the chores or whatever, right? Or something like, how many times does I have to tell him to put the damn toilet lid back down before when it gets through peeing? That kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just the mundane shit that that a lot of times people just don't get, they just don't get through.
And that kind of shit you were saying, just to get you back on track.
Yeah.
That kind of shit you were saying, go fucking scream in the woods.
Yes.
But ultimately talk to your partner.
Talk to your partner and let them know. Say, listen, you're snoring. It drives me insane. Can we get some medical attention to that and get looked at or something, Or
You've been a bitch for the last week, honestly. Like, if something's clearly bothering you, I think of that. Like, that's something I do. Something's clearly bothering me, and I'm just taking it so out on my partner and being like a little salty sometimes.
And you know
that
what?
type shit.
I think one time in the entire time that Deb and I have been married, I think maybe one time I slipped up and it was, I think, in jest. I wasn't being serious about it. I called her a bitch. And my God, the fun time, it ended right there. I mean, she got sideways. And so
Becky's just there laughing.
He's laughing because he's been there and gotten her sideways with his carcass a few times, so he knows what that means. Yeah, but thank you for pointing that out. I didn't even think of it in that aspect.
Well, you know what I do for a living, so
sure. So, yeah, I mean, if they're being, physically, mentally, psychologically, the biggest thing about marriage, honestly and truthfully, and even dating for that matter, if you're dating someone, right? The biggest thing I can tell you is you have to be compromising, right? Both of you. It cannot be all one person's way all the damn time. It just cannot. It's just, my Lord in heaven. Enough with the Texas people. So, yeah, just
compromising.
It has, like I say, it has to be a two-way street. It can't be a one-way street, because someone ultimately winds up miserable, and then you wind up with the divorce. Oh my God!
I'm gonna add on to what Peepaw says so he can respond. Not just compromising, but I think getting in the habit of talking to your partner is only gonna strengthen your relationship, right? If you can't get through conflict together, then why the hell are you together in the first place? Yeah. You're with this person because you can get through conflict together. You're with this person because you can get through the hard things in life together. So why would you not talk about it?
100%.
Can I say something? Just real quick. I was well, okay, look. The only reason is just because I want to say, like, that's like coming to and talking to and opening up that line of communication. That's especially, like, that's something I'm still working on. That's something that I have struggled with, and it's just simply because. And you can ask people. I was a man whore in high school and what have you. And I would 100%. I would have a different girlfriend. I would have a different girlfriend every week. I would change, and if they did something to piss me off, I'd just walk away and find a new one, And so, and so I'm engaged now, and this is, I can honestly say, this is the only woman I've ever met in my life that I was like, all right, I'm going the distance. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, I can say, because I've been single pretty much, for almost a decade. So I can say definitely the communication is important. That's something that I've really had to buckle down and work, I would say, very intrinsically on is making sure, like, I'm communicating not only my needs and how I feel about certain things, but also being receptive and hearing what she has to say about certain situations, because like my dad was, it's a game of compromise and give and take. It's not only voicing what you have to say and how you feel about certain situations. It's also a manner of I am taking what you're saying and I'm going to try to do my best to implement and meet you where I can to make sure that we can move forward and progress further, not only in the relationship but just in life. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, and look at that. She even hopped in the comments and said, So, but that's I just wanted to throw that out there and say that no, you're 100% right.
Thanks, Mikey.
So that's my contribution.
Toxic, do you have a segment for us tonight, or are you just here mooching?
Nope.
Just mooching. You're just here for the ride.
Yep.
Typical.
I was gonna do a little game where I say what were the most obnoxious songs of the 2010s, but I think I'll just save that for a later.
I couldn't tell you. I
We'll
don't
fucking
really.
study for next time.
Yeah,
Kiss
you
my
used to be a
grits.
DJ, dude.
Kiss
I
my
I
grits.
I have a last thing to say on that topic. Maybe two things. One,
Mm-hmm.
in the communication thing, right? I think getting to a place where you really can take that constructive criticism from your partner is really important. I think, like, in my own relationship, y'all know Toxic doesn't really talk a whole lot, right? But that's why I value what he has to say so much. And so when I hear from him something like, hey, you're a little fucking, well, he doesn't say fucking. He doesn't say this either. I'm just going to say it the way I would say it. You're a little spicy today, right? Things like that. Or like, what's going on? Or like, encourages me to reflect on how I'm doing. It helps a lot. It helps me touch base with what's really going on with me. And I think that's what your partner is there for. So if you can get to a place with your partner where you can hear that, I think it's beneficial, not just for your relationship, but for you on an individual level. And lastly, that's awesome, Peepaw, and that you should be really proud of that relationship and proud of what you and your wife have and like all the hard work. Because when you said there was a piece there about it, something about it being like forged in fire, how did you say it?
Love, yeah, love to get true love, to really get it has to be refined, right? It's like a metal, like a precious metal. It has to be refined through the forges of fire, which is life, right? Things coming into,
Yeah.
being 3 hours away from your wife because you've been sent out, out of town, or no, it's actually probably a little bit more than that, and out of town for like a week of school, and you get a call all of a sudden because your child has been up all night, sick to his stomach and what have you, and started puking blood, and she's just real just freaking out, and so you have to load up and a mad dash and try to get back to her, right? And the whole time you're driving, you're wondering what's going on with my child. And you sit there and you're praying and gripping the steering wheel and trying to be responsible because but still want to hurriedly get back, to them, and yeah, I mean, it's just things like that refine you, right? Because you get these stressors that you come under, and everything was obviously all right because he's sitting there being the goober he is today. But it's just it's things like that, or
It's things like that, Peepaw, but like kind of like the point I wanted to touch on, right, is like
yeah,
with you saying that there, like when you said you don't know love, right? I like part of me wants to dismiss that, but like when
yeah,
I really reflect on the true meaning of what you're saying is that 30 years you've been
yeah,
together, when I really sit there with that and like
yeah,
you saying the forged in fire part, and I reflect on my life, because I'm gonna be 30 in October.
mhm.
I've been through a fucking what I
Sure,
feel is a lifetime. And so
hmm,
when I think about your guys' relationship being that long, there's a respect that I
yeah,
have for when you say that, like,
yeah,
damn, like I hope to learn
yeah.
like as much as you've learned in that 30 yeand in my own relationship. And
And
there's
you
yeah,
will, right? And here's the thing:
I hope so.
everybody's relationship is different, right? Just because the wife and I went through the struggles that we went through, and the obstacles and hurdles and this, that, and whatever else, and to some people they might say, "Well, that's no big deal," I mean, whatever, right? But to us, it was, right? And all I would encourage, if when you're going through these things, right? Don't sit there and second guess yourself and say, "Oh, this is not that, I shouldn't be whatever." No, if you're going through it and it's caused, and it's having you feel some ways about whatever, or you're feeling stressed, or you're like, wringing your hands and you're worried about whatever it is, don't be dismissive of that. sit down with your partner, say, hey, whatever it is, and share that with them, right? And then you say, okay, well, let's figure out a way to do this together. Let's figure out what how do we handle this, um, and now, of course, me and the wife didn't always do that. I mean, there was times where, I would be pig-headed and stubborn or whatever, or she would be pig-headed and stubborn and keep things to herself. And, and we try to muddle through it. And usually when that happens and stuff, if you're not careful, you start building resentment because you feel like, well, they should know. They should know what I'm going through. They should know what I'm dealing with. Right?
Why should they know?
But yeah, exactly.
Turn on your brain.
How are they going to know if you haven't shared with them, right? And so that's why it's important to, don't be dismissive and don't just think, oh, I got to, oh, because I'm the man, so I've got to, I got to have all this and whatever. No, you can tell your spouse, and you say, hey, and it's okay to be vulnerable, I guess, to not be so self-assured, because I mean it's always looked at traditionally, the man has to have all the answers, the man has to be this the big protector and provider and has to all these, but there's times when you sit there and you say, hey, maybe I'm not feeling so big and bad today or this week,
On the woman's side too, just to like,
Yeah.
I don't whoever will watch this, right? Like something that comes up for me a lot, and not telling my partner like how I'm feeling,
Yeah.
is I get scared that it's gonna be too much, and then I run away, right? Like if I'd rather push a person to the other side of the universe than have them leave me, and that
Yeah.
hurts a
Sure.
lot, right?
Sure.
And so get rid of that, like notice it, call it out, own your shit, right?
Yeah.
Be prepared
Yeah.
to own your shit. And at the end of the day, if the person you're sitting across from, when you say, hey, can we work on this? I love you. I want us to be stronger. If they're seriously gonna say no, fuck you, then you're with the wrong person.
Yeah.
You're with the wrong person.
All right. So question
That's
from Zero says, Peepaw, what are you supposed to do if life had taught you never to trust anyone? Man, obviously I have trusted people in my life, both in real life and online, that bit me in my ass severely. I think you have two choices. I think you can close yourself off and not trust anybody and be lonely and be miserable and sad, or you try to be more optimistic and understand that just because this person did things to betray you or did things to hurt you doesn't necessarily mean that the next person that you meet or come in contact with is that person. And I think it's unfair to treat everybody like they've done you wrong. I think that's unfair to those future friends that you might make, or maybe more than friends. And I think it is seriously unfair to you, because all we have in this world is our experiences and our connections to other people. And that to me is what makes life worth living. If I don't have connections to people, and I'll tell you this, I without any certain, with 100% certainty, your connections cannot be just solely online. You need connections in the real world where you can go out and you can meet and you can have a nice dinner somewhere, or you can, you meet up and maybe, you just have that face to face interactions. It doesn't necessarily have to be dinner, but you just need that face-to-face interactions. And I'm sorry, a webcam and Discord is not going to cut that. Right? You need the human contact. It's just because the thing about it is people can have personas, and they can do the same thing in real life. Don't get messed up about that. They 100% can, but there's just something about having that, going out in person and going, maybe you go to the movies, or maybe you go to whatever, a music, go to a concert or whatever it is. I mean, you just gotta have that, man.
Can I interject quickly?
Yeah.
Honestly, like, even just looking at, like, what you just said in chat, it's really not about the amount. It's really about the quality of your connections, especially, like, as you get older in life. It's really about the quality. And second of all, just be realistic about your boundaries. Nobody's saying you have to jump right into a connection and immediately trust someone off rip, right? As long as you keep yourself somewhat open, you will continue to meet people, right? And you can take those opportunities slow, but if you keep closing yourself off more and more to the world, those opportunities for connection, like Peepaw is saying, which is really all we have, and I agree, the more those opportunities are going to close themselves off. Now, I agree with Peepaw in the sense that, yeah, you need people in life, IRL. I personally feel like you need that mental health wise, not just because online, I don't know about trust, whatever. My best friends are online. My closest friends are online. But I do need that in-person time to feel physically close to somebody, right? But that's all I got to say.
Yeah, can I just, real quick. So, also to, and it's kind of piggybacking off of what Nietzsche said. It's not quantity, but quality. I have a cousin, and she was married to a man who was super high up in the military, and she's met I don't know how many presidents, first ladies, been all over the world, right? And she was a counselor, right? When she was working, she was a counselor. And before I left Arkansas and I moved down here to Texas to chase my dreams of making it in the world, right? She looked at me and she told me, to hold up, on my fingers. That's how many friends you got, like, in high school, right? That's then after you graduate, right, you take away one of your hands, you got 5, right? That's how many friends you got, like, in college or when you're starting to go into the workforce, whatever avenue you're going with. By the time you hit, like, married with kids and you're deep into the throes of life, you might have 2 or 3, right? That's all you need, man. To quote my man Emilio Estevez off of Young Guns, if you got yourself 2 or 3 good pals, well then, man, you got yourself a tribe. That's all you need. I might not have 100 people in my phone that I can call up at any point in life to come help me out of a bind if I get into something, but I guarantee you I got 2 or 3 jokers that if I called them right now and told them I'm on the side of the road with a flat tire, they'd be pulling up with trailers and big rigs ready to pull me out the ditch and get me down the road. You know what I mean? Now that's essentially what it is,
Meet those online friends in person.
Yes.
Like I've met my online friends in person. Not all of them. I'm collecting them like Pokemon. But I met Brick in person, I've met Seth in person, and it was like the best times of my entire life because they are my closest friends in the world, right? They're everything to me. And when I finally got to meet them in person, it was amazing. It was amazing. It felt like finally like clicking like a piece of a puzzle in place. So, treat those online friendships as if they are what they are, friendships, right? Meet them if you can't, I know money's fucking insane, but make it a goal, right? I don't care if it's $1 a month you gotta put away. I don't, but like try, if it's possible, do it. Seth's in Denmark. Met her in person.
It's there's an old saying, Zero. Your relationships is kind of like a tree, right? And then the roots that go deep, that's like the 2 or 3, like, Mikey was talking about, and like your family. That's your roots. And then you're going to have people that are coming into your life that, you're going to think, hey man, we're going to be best friends forever, and they're not. They're leaves. They're there for a season and then they're gone. And then you have other ones that'll stay a little bit longer, and they're like the limbs. But eventually, sometimes they break off and they fall away, right? But when you get to the trunk, right, and the roots, that's your core, right? That's like your family, and like 2 to 3 people. And that's, I think sometimes, and I myself have I've been guilty of this. You meet somebody and you have so much in common with them, you think, hey, we're just gonna be real good. And or maybe you reunite with somebody because you haven't seen them in a few years or several years, and you kind of reunite, and man, it's awesome and whatever. And you think, man, this person is going to, and then they're not. They're just gone. And it hurts and it stings sometimes, but it's always challenging, to try to figure out who's the leaves, who's the limbs, and then who's the trunk, right? Who's the ones, and that can be challenging sometimes. But my like, just don't cut yourself off from life. So anyway, all right, let's move along. So we're gonna do our Mark's.
Oh,
we got
Mark.
We got Mark's reviews and rants. Our boy Mark. Now, Mark kind of disappointed a little bit because he had a video where he was just sitting in a Mexican restaurant looking at the floor. Let's hope.
That's because you have high standards.
No, I don't think that's. He has 3 new ones. I don't think that's high standards. I think that's just. I don't know.
The nuance. He was providing the backstory.
There we go. All right. So we got 3 new ones here. Looks like he's bought him a can of Treat here.
Hell yeah.
What's going
on? Treat is kind of like spam, but it's like, usually it's a little bit cheaper. It's a little bit cheaper meat. Yeah, man.
We're right here. You don't have to yell at us.
I'm not yelling. Really? Really? You little shit. Really?
Get him, Toxic. Get him.
You
my
sit
God, I've
there
never
and
heard
just
Toxic giggle like that.
Oh, he thinks he's put him a good in there.
He's proud of himself.
Yeah, he's proud of himself. Oh, look at me. I got a funny in on Peepaw.
What's on there, buddy, out there in TikTok and YouTube land? Well, I went ahead and did it. I got myself a little treat today.
Your mic is fucking
got myself a little treat. I went ahead and bought me some meat. So
you bought some meat.
Got some meat.
This once in a while, but
yeah.
Can we see it? Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay.
Now, I used to really like eating spam. You cut that up, fry it up, make you a good sandwich. Make you a good sandwich. I could never deal with Treat, man. Treat was just too cheap. It was just too cheap. It was just like ghetto, man. It was like really bad.
Do y'all have Click in America?
No.
Okay, that's probably our equivalent. There's spam and then there's Click.
Yeah.
And Click is.
It's like when you're rolling pennies for gas money. That's what you buying. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
It's almost like spam. Got me some tomatoes in there. Got me a couple good tomatoes in there. I'm gonna make some sandwiches for lunch for work. I'm gonna make a couple. Put 2 slices on some bread with mayonnaise. Put a little pepper on it with some tomatoes. And that's going to be lunch for a few days. So anyway, I broke down, got me some meat. So anyway, y'all enjoy your day.
Oh my God, guys.
Enjoy the week. I'll be making some sandwiches for lunch.
forget we're
You can
streaming
get a couple
sometimes.
sandwiches off
When
this
we're
right
watching
here,
Mark.
and if
Yeah.
you wanted to, you can fry a couple pieces and have it with eggs or whatever. It's almost
Oh, eggs and
like
spam is
spam.
good.
I guess you
Oh,
can say
yeah.
pretty much it's like spam.
With a little
but-
bit of hash brown potatoes in there, like a scramble.
Yeah. I like back when I don't eat it no more, but back when I'd take that spam and I'd cut them into little bitty cubes, like, dice them,
Yeah.
and then cook them good and crisp, and then put that in an omelet, kind of like this would be like a ham and cheese omelet type thing.
Yep, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so good. But man, it's so freaking salty. It's just salty and preserves, man. It's not good for you. It is
It kind of
just
has to be salty because the taste would be awful if it weren't. If it were, oh my god, I'm talking like you guys now. Sorry,
And
Mikey,
it's
go ahead.
No, you're good. And it's expensive now. Like, have you seen the price of
No.
spam?
No.
Now, let me tell you something. You could buy spam for like $1.50, maybe, on a hard
What?
time.
What?
Yes.
No, it's
Now-
like you could get 2 cans for
Okay.
$5, $2.50 a can.
Okay. So 2.5. Forgive me. There wasn't god dogging $3.50 and $4 a fucking can, son. Like, goddamn. If I'm gonna spend that much money, I might as well go over to the fucking deli and get me some decent meat for that shit. Fuck me, dude. I ain't never in my life thought that armor was gonna come after my back pocket like that. Like viney sausages, I used to eat them with a little ketchup, a little mustard, maybe some mayonnaise, depending how I feel. Can't do
slurp
that
'em.
shit no more. Goddamn, some bitch motherfuckers
awesome.
fucking $5 a fucking can. Like, even ramen noodles ain't cheap. Ramen noodles, you used to be able to buy like 5 packs for $1. Now,
You sound
homie,
like Boomhauer on meth right now.
fucking
Yeah, it's my life.
you
My
spend
life.
fucking 50 cents per pack. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. The economics
are
right
you
now has
done?
got me fucked.
Are you
Yeah, I'm
done?
done. I'm
Okay,
done.
we
I'm
finished
done.
watching Mark here. Okay.
Okay.
It ain't too bad. I don't get this all the time, just once in a while. I haven't gotten it in a while now. Anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll be getting back to you soon. This is Mark's Reviews and Rants on YouTube and Mark X on TikTok. So y'all have a good one.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, so here
All
he's
right.
making his sandwich.
Oh my god.
Here we go. I'm about to make me a couple of sandwiches for lunch tomorrow and maybe the next day.
Look at
Got
that
me a
tomato.
nice shiny tomato right there.
Ew.
You got 2 of them right here with
I'm with
a
you.
little bit of
Ew.
mayonnaise.
Ew.
Got some Wonder Bread.
Oh, got that Wonder Bread. I want to tell you
Those are
something. He's going to cut this nasty ass mess and put it right on that bread. He ain't even going to fry it up first. God,
Nah,
that's just nasty. Oh my God, that's
Hey.
damn
like this
nasty.
gel
First of
forever
all,
they put on here.
Zero
That
in
was like
chat was just saying that he eats it out of the can, just pops it open and eats it out of the can. Like that. Which
Zero.
is also wild.
Dude, that is some serial killer behavior, bro. Who the hell does not fry their fucking spam? Like, Jesus Christ. That makes my fucking nipples itch.
Oh,
Ew.
Jesus Christ. What the
Good
hell?
soundbite. Mikey, you wanted a soundbite? That's your soundbite.
Oh my God.
Second of all, fuck, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. I after that one, I can't. Making his nipples itch. What? Oh my! I disavow my own son here. My God.
I forgot what I was gonna say originally. Oh, can you make merch that says I'm gonna tell you, or let me tell you something? Let me tell you something.
Probably. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, that's it.
Okay.
an extra bonus. It's like you got some jelly.
Oh, that nasty shit. Could you? Oh God.
Cord or fuck? I keep wanting to call him Cord because fucking
If
Cord
you're
is
ever
a
camping
Zero
or
is
out in the
eating
woods
that.
somewhere, you can always carry spam
Zero's
because
raw
you don't have to keep it in
dogging
the
the jelly.
refrigerator.
Look at that fucking meat. Look how that shit in it just. God, damn, Mark, not the spam. Get the treat, not the. God, dude, splurge a little bit. Get you some damn spam. Jesus, dude. Set up a GoFundMe or something. I'll send you some money. Jesus, Lord, have mercy.
Well, it ain't spam.
Looks
It's
like
a
someone's
treat.
burnt
It's a
leg.
treat. It's almost like spam. Here you go camping or anywhere like that.
Almost.
You get hungry. You got you a can of this right here. You can just eat that by itself if you want to. Or you can carry some bread and mayonnaise, make you some sandwiches along the way. I might put this camera down because I'm going to have to cut
You
some
cut
tomato
that
up.
well
I'm going to put the
with
tomato
one
in the
hand.
bag. So. Let me see. I might have to put you on pause for a minute. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make me a sandwich. I'm going to put them tomatoes in some plastic bags, some Ziploc bags. Carry it with me to work with some pepper. I'm going to carry my own pepper. So what I'm going to do, for right now.
That's a good guy.
I would put cheese on, but I could do without cheese.
I like that.
Put me 2 slices right there on each one.
Oh, it's a thick slice, Mark. You gotta cut that again.
Actually got enough for a few more sandwiches. So my tomatoes look pretty decent. So
this is a long video.
Put that right there. I'm gonna carry one. I don't eat 2 at a time. I just eat one sandwich. That's all I need.
What more is there to say?
So I'm gonna put them in Ziploc bags. I got some rotisserie, some kind of lunch meat I bought today. I had it for brunch.
What's that, hon?
What more is there to say?
I don't know. He's talking about rotisserie lunch meat now. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel my fucking cholesterol rising as we speak. I feel like I should be eating a goddamn bowl of Cheerios while I watch this shit.
Mikey, that's because you ate a 24-ounce fucking porterhouse steak, fucking mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, fried pickles, mozzarella twists, and something else. I can't remember what else.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But the point is, that's healthy. That shit right there will give a motherfucker a heart attack. I don't give a fuck who you are. I need some goddamn Cheerios. He needs to sprinkle some Honey Nut Cheerios on that shit to get his heart right after eating that shit.
Hell, let me get this right. Fried pickles.
Yeah.
Mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
And mashed potatoes and gravy.
No gravy, just mashed potatoes, bacon bits, and some cheese.
Loaded mashed potatoes.
And that's healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, and mac and cheese.
Oh, and mac and cheese. And that's healthy.
And a 24-ounce porterhouse steak.
Yeah.
The food groups were represented. I had my veggies. I had my fucking carbs.
Whoa.
I had my fucking
stop.
Dairy.
Where was your veggies?
I'm glad
That's what I said. He said the potato's a veggie. He said the potato's
not just that.
You've said that to me before, though.
Not just that, but also my rattlesnake bites had jalapenos in them. Those are vegetables. On top of that, I had fucking mushrooms and onions on my steak. If those ain't fucking veggies, then by God, I need to get a new updated version of Food Pyramid because that's the goddamn truth.
So they didn't have, I don't know, like corn on the cob, corn.
No, because you don't digest corn. Why would I want to look at a kernel of corn when I shit? Because you don't digest corn.
Green beans. They have some green beans or broccoli.
Dude, I'm not a fucking vegan. I'm not a fucking vegan.
How about a little steam melody? You know, where you get some cauliflower and broccoli.
Medley.
And carrots.
It's a medley. Medley is a combination of shit. No, melody is the fucking tune in the song that you hum with. Medley. No, he said melody. Medley is a combination of shit. You said melody. Melody is what you hum when you're humming to a song. That's the fucking melody.
I just heard a lot of nothing but like fried, starchy shit.
Dairy. Carbs.
Lots of carbs.
Protein.
Lots of starchy carbs.
Not really.
There's breading on
you would think that.
There's breading on the appetizers, and then there's also the mashed potatoes, which are also carbs.
And they're fried.
That's what I mean, breaded. And then also you had mac and cheese, which is pasta, which is a carb, and potatoes also have carbs.
But there was cheese as dairy.
Who's questioning the presence of dairy other than you?
Y'all are questioning my food pyramid. I'm telling you that bitch was assembled on my plate.
I had a grilled salmon with lemon pepper on it. I had a baked potato with Greek yogurt and some non-salt butter. And I had some green beans. And that's what I had for supper tonight.
What the fuck? You want a fucking cookie?
Yes.
You want a fucking cookie?
He did no.
I would.
You give him the praise he deserves.
Here's the deal. I would have some chocolate chip cookies, but your little brother came in this weekend and devoured like an entire damn thing of chocolate chip cookies that your mama had bought.
I was right. I was right when I said he was eating out of house and home.
Oh, honey. 2 racks of ribs, 2 racks of ribs, baked beans, cookies. My mom even brought some damn strawberry cupcakes. I don't know how many of them things he ate.
See, at least when I show up, I bring food and leave you with food. I don't just decimate you and like a plague of locusts and eat you out of house and home.
I'm gonna tell you something. You left them nasty ass damn cream sodas that nobody will drink. I'm gonna have to just pour them some bitches out. I'm gonna have to pour them some bitches out.
Keep them cold for me. I'll come back. I'll keep them cold for me. I'll come back.
What? In another 7 years?
Maybe they can. They don't die, dude. They are the non-perishables.
All right, let's go back to Mark.
Today, rotisserie sandwich meat or something, rotisserie chicken sandwich meat. I'm gonna make me a couple of them too after this. But that's gonna be lunch for a few days right there. Like I said, I'll carry me some pepper with me.
Like that's something you need to assemble like
pepper.
before as well. Like it takes
I'll stay away from salt unless it's on peanuts or something.
He's meal prepping a fucking spam sandwich. I didn't even think about that until just now. Who the fuck meal prep spam sandwiches?
Hey,
leave him alone.
Leave my boy Mark alone.
It takes like literally a minute, especially because he's not even frying the spam.
You know what? I'm with Nietzsche on this one. I'm with Nietzsche on this one. I'm sorry.
He didn't even fry the spam.
He might be like me, and he might just not have a whole lot of time on his hands. So if he gets a second to meal prep, let the motherfucker meal prep. Who are we to judge his practices?
Okay, excuse me. Meal prepping, if he would take that rotisserie chicken, which I get sometimes, and I'll take and cook some rice and get some black beans, and I mix that all up together with some black olives and stuff, and that's what I'll have. Matter of fact, did it just a little while ago, and I'm gonna have. That's what's gonna be my lunch just next week. So yeah, I've got like 6 of them, So yeah,
sandwich.
Oh,
Mark does.
Hey, Nuclear Winter, thank you for the well wishes, everybody. I appreciate it. So
let Mark cook. Let Mark cook.
Well, let's see what he doesn't cook a lot. That's the thing. Mark eats out a lot.
Mark does eat out a lot.
Leave my
He's
boy
gonna
Mark
eat out
alone.
right now.
Now I'll take it back. He does cook him some breakfast. I've seen him do some breakfasts, but breakfasts, yeah. All right, we got one more from Mark tonight. Hang on here. Let me go. Let's pull this one up here. What we got here?
Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing today on this Wednesday? This is what's going to be for supper tonight. We're having a pretty good
He's
supper.
in a good mood.
We're going to show you the first box.
Okay, show it to us. Give it to us, buddy. Oh!
That looks like a good plate.
Fried chicken, green beans, cabbage.
Yeah. Mashed potatoes and gravy. Yep.
And cornbread. That's the first box I got.
That honestly looks really good.
And then I decided I went and grabbed the second box.
Okay, come on, Mark. Come
mac
on.
And cheese.
Oh, shit. That looks really good mac and cheese, too.
I got it at the green tomato buffet over here. It'd have been a little cheaper to eat inside if I wanted to. I could have eaten inside a little cheaper. They weigh this when you get it, just like a lot of buffet restaurants. But yeah, I decided to stop by. I couldn't decide what I wanted, so I said I'm going to stop by and get this today.
Honestly, it looks good as fuck.
Enjoy your day, and I'll be getting back with you soon. Bon appetit. Let's eat.
Bon appetit and let's eat. There we go, Mark. There we go.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Oh, so God. This brings us to Mikey's reviews and rants.
All right.
So what do you? Okay, so what order do we got to take these things in?
No, go back. Go, no, go back to the first one. You got them in order. Go back.
Okay,
all
right. So here we go.
Ladies and
Welcome,
gentlemen,
folks, for Hard Facts with Mikey. This is
Oh my God.
Mikey's new segment.
Okay.
It's fucking Hard Facts.
Okay. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the systemic oppression of the American athlete. All right.
Oh.
All right. In front of you right here on this nice and wonderful little slide, I Googled and these are the 5 most popular sports in America. Okay. That is the number of that 1.9 M. That's 111.9 million people streaming, watching, whatever on their TVs. Okay, out of the populace of America, right? So I just wanted to put that out there. So we go to the next slide there, people.
Hang on a second. So this is all the people that watch in
That
America.
is those are the top 5 sports: NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, and MLS is Major League Soccer or professional soccer. Okay. Those are the millions of people, numerical amount that watch in America, and that's represented by a percentage on the right side to give you just an idea of what.
Is that
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So
makes it a little easier to digest as a percentage. Right. Okay, so this is straight from the NCAA website. Okay. Then the number right in here, like next to football, right? We got 83,794. That is out of the millions of high school athletes. That is the number on average that go to the next level from high school. That's professional. Okay.
Okay. Hang on. Stop. Question. You're saying millions.
Yes.
Hang on. I want to make sure I understand what you're saying here. So you're saying there's like a million seniors that graduate that play football, and of the million graduates, right?
Yes.
Only 83,794 go on to play Division I to Division III football and baseball and basketball, so on and so forth. Respectively.
That is correct. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here, this is the page I really kind of want to focus on and what I want to talk about, right?
This one right here?
This one and then the next one. But we're going to start with this one right here. So right here in front of you, I have represented by numbers and percentages, like I say, the amount of graduating high school seniors who leave high school sports and transfer up to the collegiate level from Division I through Division III. Okay. Now, most of us don't think about D2 or D3 schools when we think about college football, for instance, right? I'm going to use football. That's the one I'm familiar with. That's the most popular sport in America. You can Google that shit. Fact check me. I don't give a fuck. I have sources. So let's use football as an example. Okay. How many people do you think watch football on average? Collegiate football.
Well, okay, that's
okay. I understand. That's NFL. It's NFL, but it'd be comparable. It'd be comparable numerical values, right?
We don't have we don't have those values. You don't have those numbers.
They don't. That no. I googled for that shit, and NCAA couldn't give me a fucking number. But that's why I used professional to give us an idea of about how many. Because that just gives you a rough idea. Okay, I couldn't find collegiate numbers.
So, in your expertise, in your opinion here, do you think that there's more Americans that watch collegiate level football, or do they watch professional level football?
So, yes and no. I believe.
What do you mean yes and no?
Okay.
Either
in my personal experience, the people that I talk to, interact with on a day-to-day or week-to-week basis, what have you, vast majority of them would rather watch collegiate sports, collegiate football, than professional football. Mm-hmm. Just because in collegiate football they say that there's less quote-unquote politics. Okay. Right? It's very much more centered around the sport itself, right?
According to ChatGPT, around 145 to 150 million Americans watch college football.
Okay, so again, comparable to those stats.
A little bit,
It's a little
more.
higher.
A little bit higher.
A little bit
Okay.
more, a little bit higher, but pretty comparable.
Yeah.
So here's the thing with any televised or streamed sporting event, whether it be football, basketball, baseball, I don't give a fuck. Insert your sport there. What do you have in between the breaks? You have ads, right? Not only do you have ads playing in between the plays of the game, right, where the players run up and down the field, the court, whatever they got. You have ads playing in the background on the jumbotron or the little screens they got around the arena. You got ads on the players' fucking jersey themselves. They're advertising Nike, Adidas, whatever, right?
Okay.
But here's the thing. In July of 2021, the NCAA passed a rule that allowed athletes to partner with third parties to use that athlete's image and likeness to earn money. Okay, prior to that, if an athlete in the collegiate level received any kind of monies, any kind of anything from boosters or what have you, they were declared ineligible to compete at the collegiate level because their amateur status had been revoked, right? And this was for high school and this was for college. It's the same damn rule. You could not get money from nobody to do nothing, right? Now here's the problem that I have with this. Is up until July of 2021, how much money had the universities and other institutions, how much had they profited from ticket sales, from all that, from the concession sales, from people coming to the events? How much money do you think they profited? It's an incomprehensible number.
Okay.
Okay, you're talking about millions of dollars.
All right, let's stop for a second, right?
Right.
Okay. So these collegiate athletes, right? And
yes.
I agree that they were like their likenesses and stuff were being used on sports games, things like that, right? And
yes.
their teams were being compensated by whatever sports athletic gear, be it Nike or Adidas or Converse or whatever it was. The colleges for those athletic departments were getting money from that as well, right? Which was not, but that money is also was used and turned around to promote the program, to get better weight systems, to just all kinds of things,
yes.
right? But colleges were making money off of these young athletes. I get that, and that's your gripe, right?
Yes, that's my. That.
Okay.
Well, I understand your point that a portion of the monies profited from what have you, from them playing the games, people coming to whatever, was used for the maintenance and upkeep of the facilities, upgrading gear, just your average maintenance and operation costs.
Sure.
To offset that, I'll give you that. But I'm saying that they profited more than it cost them to maintain and run that organization. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay, and think about how many athletes came from a hard life beforehand, prior to going to college. At college, athletics was their only way out of whatever situation they were in.
Okay, all right. But here's the thing: a lot of those. But here's the deal, too, right? If you go to a D1 school, because of NCAA regulations and stuff, if you go and you are to play D1 ball, unless you're like a walk-on, they have to give you a full ride scholarship, right?
Yes.
So they're getting a free education, right? And nowadays, and these days, right? How much does at a Division I school? What is it at the end of the 4 years? What is the average cost for a college education from a Division I school?
It depending upon what school it is, it could range, I would say, anywhere from the low $50,000-$60,000 range all the way up to north of 100. And I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. For depending upon what's like.
I'm gonna tell you something. I think you're probably a little bit on the underside there, bud. Most
because I'm conservative with it, but
because most Division I schools, right? The average, I would say, yearly cost is what, $30,000 to $40,000 for the year, right? It's like $15,000 to $20,000 a semester, right? So, you take that times 4, right? You're looking at 140 or 160 rather, to possibly even higher if you go to like one of the really big name, like you go to Alabama or Georgia. So you could be looking at closer to $200,000 that they're not in debt for.
I understand that. I'm not taking away from that. And while yes, they are compensated on their education, I'm not taking away from that because them being able to play for their education.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, because actually I know a little bit about this because I've recently learned about all this, and so I did some research in this. I didn't even know this was going to be your topic tonight. Let me ask you a question. What are these athletes being paid? These college athletes, right? They come in, their freshman year, they're Division I. What are these athletes? They're recruited. They're like highly recruited. Whatever. What are these guys making?
I would say it depends upon the school. I know I've read a couple of things where it could be like a couple grand a month, give or take. Like I said, depending on what school they go to, and it also depends if they're like a starting position player.
Mm-hmm.
But conservatively, a couple grand a month.
Well,
I would say on the low end.
Okay, I will tell you this. You might want to go check your figures there, bud, because I know the University of Arkansas, I believe, was recently signed. It was a backup quarterback. He wasn't even a starter quarterback, but they brought him in as a backup quarterback, right? He was making 6 figures a year, over $100,000. They were paying him a year, and he wasn't even throwing a football during a game.
I understand that, but what I'm saying, that's very recent. I'm getting to that. They have just now started to compensate these athletes for what they're doing.
So here's okay. Let me just say this. I agree that the schools and the video game industry and stuff like that was profiting off of these college students. I don't necessarily agree with that so much, but now some of these guys are making 6 figures a year, plus getting a free education. I'm sorry, but I think it's a little out of whack now. I think the pendulum swung way too far the other direction. Toxic? You're a sports guy. What do you think?
Georgia Dog.
If they should be paid or not?
Well, I'm not. No, okay, yeah. Do you think they should be being compensated? We'll start there.
I think if they're like selling jerseys and stuff and autographs and whatever else they might be selling, yeah, they should be paid for that or at least get a cut of it.
Okay. So do you think that they should just be bottom line salary? Because that's what's happening. Some of these guys are making like 50, 60, up to $100,000 a year, and they might not even touch the field.
If it was up to me, I don't think football players would be getting paid like hundreds of millions of dollars anyway, but yeah, I can't really control that either.
Yeah. That's what I'm just your opinion. Do you think they're being overly compensated is what I'm asking, I guess.
I don't think there probably shouldn't be like a base salary. I
think you guys are conflating two issues. One is like, should athletes be getting paid a fuck ton of money, and then like should anybody be making this amount of money for this type of job? Period.
All right. So right? I'm not talking about pro. You go pro, you get as much as you want.
The companies, right? Like it's not the player is the player and the companies are the companies, right? Those are two separate issues. The players themselves make a fraction of the money that the company that owns them is worth, and that's where the conflation is coming in.
Okay.
Right?
So my
you
deal
get what
is
I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but here's my deal, right? I'm not talking about NFL. These are collegiate athletes that are getting a free education. And then, like I said, some of them are making 6 figures annually. So,
yeah.
All right. So if they're making $100,000 a year, they have no living expenses really. right? Because if they're staying on campus, which a lot of them are required to do because they're athletes, right? So they have to live and they have their own special dorms and everything, right? These football players or basketball players or whatever, they have those. So they're not out anything there because that's all part of their scholarship to get to coming to play there. And on top of that, then they're getting $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 a year. And they're making that for the next 4 years that they're there at this university, right? And there's the problem. The problem is just because they're making that, there's no guarantee that they're going to go on to the NFL and be able to make that kind of money either, right? So now they've gotten used to making six figures and they come out of there. They don't have any college debt because their college education was paid for, right? Maybe they saved that money. Maybe they didn't. Who knows? And they're going to go out here and and they have a degree in whatever it is. And they try to get a job. There's no guarantee they're going to be. And so they're going like, well, yeah, I was making 100,000. Why aren't you offering me 100,000? I think it's harming them. And I think it's setting up a false expectations of what is really out there, especially if they don't make the cut because they're not elite enough to even go into the NFL level.
Okay, and so I hear your argument, right? And I don't really have a horse in this race, but what I'm saying, I guess the argument that Mikey's making and I think Toxic's making is that, like, what is the college making off them, and are they getting a fair profit of their share from the profit that the college is making off of them, and is that value actually more so like aligned with a fair cut, regardless of the amount? If it's 100,000, if it's fucking 5,000, is their cut fair from what the college is profiting off of?
I have no idea. I don't
and that's what I'm trying to get at, people, is that I understand that to us, which we are average Joe Blow people, right? Hearing that a kid at say 18 years old, fresh out of high school, he's making $100,000 a year.
Yep.
That's mind-boggling to us because we're thinking that we don't even make that in a fucking year, and we've been out here. We've got, quote unquote, more applicable life skills than a dude who can throw the football, right? But by the same token, like Nietzsche said, is to us 100,000 sounds exorbitant as far as like a money's amount. But is it truly as skewed as we think it is when it comes to the amount of monies that college or university is profiting off of that? That's what I'm saying. I understand that to us, yes, it is fucking insane the amount of monies. But is it truly as skewed as we think it is? And here's the thing. This is just a recent thing that they did, right? Because like I say, in 2021, that's when the NCAA passed that rule that said, okay, you can make money off of like 2K or whatever video game, or if you want to go on a Wheaties box or what have you, right? You can make money off of that. It was only here in July of 2025. You're talking almost a year ago. This is fresh, right? That in July of 2025, that is when the NCAA allowed the athletic departments themselves to directly compensate these players.
Yeah,
for their skills.
Recruit, and offering them a salary. Yes.
Yeah, and so I mean that's
okay.
This is a brand new thing. This has never been seen before in our history because again, prior to 2021, if a college athlete was given any monies by anybody, like I said, their amateur status was revoked. They weren't allowed to play for 4 years and display their skills for professional teams. So then their only hope was either arena football or to maybe get lucky and get picked up in the draft. And there's no guarantee. If you go to the next slide, if you wouldn't mind there.
Well, hang on. So we got a question. So Tara asked the question. So what happens when a college level athlete gets a career-ending injury? Well, then the money train ends. Right?
Yeah, I would assume it's like a coaching contract, right? You know what I'm saying? Like the contract states you play for me 4 years, you receive X amount of monies per year you play. If their injury happens, say middle of the season or whatever, and they can never play the football again, I would assume that they would pay up monies that are owed, or if the contract is a thing that's renegotiated and revisited every year and they've already been paid, then that's it. They have to use that money to try and finish out their college education at that same university or institution. Or if they were smart and they had academics to back it up, they can possibly apply for an academic scholarship and hope that that can be applied toward their rest of their education.
And so Tara's point, so right. So when they make the, listen, I have no problems with them getting compensated by the college or through third party, contracts like you was talking about. Maybe they get a deal with Nike or they get a deal with, put their face on freaking whatever cereal, whatever. I don't care. But what I'm saying is so you have these college athletes and they're being compensated, say, $60, $80, $100,000 a year, which they are being compensated now for that at that rate of pay and stuff. And as this slide here shows that he asked me to go to, there's only 1 point, just in football, American football, only 1.4% of all collegiate level players go on to pro.
Yes.
So then that means that 98.6% have to go out into the workforce. And if they were making $80,000-$100,000 a year, that was my question is that setting them up kind of for failure in a way, because the chances of them possibly making that kind of money right out of college is not that high, I don't feel.
And so here's my thing is one of the shows that I've been watching lately, which kind of addresses not necessarily the money side of it, but the athletic side of it, right? It's Last Chance U, and it's a Netflix series that you can watch, and it talks about these top recruited players, 5-star recruits fresh out of high school. They went D1, right? Like Florida or Bama or wherever, right? And something happened. They flunked out. Their grades weren't good enough. They got in some trouble. They failed drug tests, whatever, right? So they popped down to JUCO level. They played JUCO for a year or 2 years, depending on where they're at in their education journey. And then they try to get re-recruited back up to Power 5, SEC or what have you divisions. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing of it is even though, like, Tara was talking about, what have you, if you say you got recruited fresh out of high school, make $100,000 a year, go play for the Razorbacks, right? Say you flunked out of class because you're an idiot, or you got caught smoking weed or what have you, right? And you end up popping down JUCO, which, that's lower level. You might not be getting paid. You might be sitting there having to bust your ass, but I think it would, number one, make you appreciate what you had lost, because here's I think this is a double-edged sword. I think it's great that these athletes are getting compensated for their efforts on the field and drawing students in, not only for education but also sports, trying to attract more people to that university or institution, what have you. But at the same time, it fills that kid's head and makes it fucking blow up like a balloon. Like, I am the man. I'm the shit. I can do no wrong. I've got the Midas touch. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we end up with, because on that last slide, it was what, people, about 83,000, give or take, people get recruited from high school that actually end up playing in college. Yeah, 83,000 people end up playing in college for football, right? You take 1.4%, so 800 people out of 83,000 end up getting to go. Or is that right? Yeah, 800 people would end up getting dropped into the combine or recruited to professional status. I mean, and the thing is I think the further along in your collegiate journey you go, the coaches don't blow smoke up your ass, so you understand either A, this is the end of the road for me, athletics wise, or B, I might have a shot and you know what I'm saying? Not to say you'll win, not to say you'll get recruited or picked up by a pro team, but I think, the college coaches and what have you will be more upfront about it to you, like, hey, this is it. This is
I
as far
don't
as you're
think
gonna
they
go.
need to be upfront about it to you. I think if you're picking any fucking sport, you understand that there's only so many professional level fucking football, baseball, whatever fucking sport you pick. Right? You understand that. Yes, you kind of get that inflated sense, right? Like, I've known a few people who have done or tried to do professional level sports, and sometimes you get great feedback and you feel great and you feel like you can taste it and it's awesome. But you, at the end of the day, you go home understanding that unless you dedicate your entire life, and even if you do dedicate your entire life to something, you're never going to do it at that level, right? It's just not,
Right.
you have to work on that assumption. And that goes for not just sports, but the arts, like being a fucking singer, being a YouTuber, what we're doing right now, right?
Right.
Unless and you see that success a little bit, right? Even people with his channel, when he was doing it every day, right? His chat was popping, right? When he was doing it every day, grinding it out, right? But as soon as you take that break, you lose everything, right? And they understand that there's only so many, you know, and if they don't, they're fucking delusional at the end of the day. They're delusional.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's part of it too, you know. I mean, and I don't think it's spoken enough, but like college, in high school, you have someone there to kind of hold your hand and guide you through the shit, right? College, you're on your own. You got to figure it out. And like people I was saying, you know, does it set an unrealistic expectation or a standard of living for that collegiate athlete if they are pulling home six figures, you know, or just shy of it every year? I mean, I don't think so, because part of your job in college is to grow up and to realize that that's not the fucking case. I certainly didn't expect, you know, to come out of college, had I graduated, expecting to make fucking bukus of money like that. Fuck no, you know. But again, every person's different, every circumstance is different, and you know, and the thing was, I wasn't hyped up like that. You know, did I have dreams of playing pro football and collegiate football? Yeah, what kid doesn't? But at the same time, I understood, like, sometimes the mustard just ain't on the hot dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And I think that's kind of what I guess the pessimist part of me is like these young. Yeah, I'm not out of shape or been out of shape because these kids are getting paid, right? I do think maybe the pay is a little bit exorbitant, right? But just simply because I know that the percentage of collegiate that's going to go on to professional where that kind of money continues is a very small percentage. And so you know, my concern would be they come out of there thinking that, you know, because they made those types of that types of money while in college for 4 years, that's going to continue on, and that's not necessarily it. And so therefore they kind of thumb their nose or look down at potential job opportunities because, well, maybe they're going to start them off at $40,000 a year or 30, you know, in the mid 30s somewhere, something like that, you know, which is where the average, I think the last time I looked, I think the medium income for the United States, people with a bachelor's degree was like in the 30,000, mid 30s, mid to upper 30s.
Yeah, it's standard
Yeah.
today to have a
And
fucking bachelor's degree in
yeah,
something.
yeah.
If you're not in the trades, obviously.
Sure. So, you know, I think, you know, if that's what they're being offered and they're used to making twice that even, you know, um, that's going to be kind of you know, a shocker for them. And, you know, like I said, I think that's the only drawback really I see of it, you know, but hopefully they have somebody that's got a square level head on their shoulders around them, you know, a parent or something like that, that is giving them
Well,
good advice, you know,
yeah.
and that they suck that money away for a rainy day, you know, type thing. So anyway,
Yeah.
well, is there anything else you got there, Mikey, or is that pretty much it for your topic tonight?
That's my spiel tonight.
Okay,
That's cool because I want to go make dinner. I'm hungry.
yeah. All right, Toxic. Do you have any closing thoughts or opinions or anything that you want to share?
Good
No.
job, Knicks. You did good in the basketball game, and then you burned a bus, That's not very smart.
Yeah.
Anyway, good job, Nix.
YOLO.
Yeah. Nietzsche, what about you, hon? You got anything that you want to give us parting words tonight?
Don't close yourself off from people. Take chances. I just fucked it up, and respect your boundaries, and you'll be okay.
Mikey?
Yeah.
Put yourself out there and don't be afraid to fucking fail. Just because you fail at something don't mean you're a failure. I failed 1,000 times at 1,000 different things, but I ain't ever let that stop me. So go out there, fucking give it hell, and if it ain't in the cards, it ain't in the cards.
Keep your powder dry, and I'll see you in the funny papers, folks.